Hi all, Stephen Buchhalter here from South Africa. I was inspired by Michael's note on Facebook, and I thought I would make a short video and post it on the new channel just to give you some idea of what he inspired me about. So some years ago I was in business, and well, I've been in business many years, and but I was in business with a particular group of friends at that time, one of whom was a guy by the name of Dana. In America you'd probably call him Dana. And it was his brainchild to start an initiative at one time to drive the business, and the initiative was called the Second Tree. And the idea behind the initiative was that, if you're wanting to embark on a project or an initiative of any sort, one needs to have a goal up front. But it's no good if you imagine crossing a desert, you might want to take a landmark on the other side of the desert, and that landmark might, for instance, be a tree. And you might head out towards that tree. The difficulty in the desert is that, you could be anywhere in the desert, and if you can see the tree, it could still be ahead of you and in front of you, and you might not be moving on the most direct route towards that particular goal. So you might turn around and take a landmark behind you and still be heading towards the tree, but that would involve, turning around all the time and seeing whether you have the landmark behind you and whether you're in fact between the landmark behind you and the tree up ahead. So his initiative was to, which he called the Second Tree, was to take a tree beyond the tree up ahead of you. So you'd almost have two trees, one ahead of the other tree. And as long as you kept those two trees in alignment and headed towards that big goal much further out, you'd always be taking the most direct route towards achieving that goal. So it got me thinking about, where we are, and 2010 looming in a couple of days' time, and what all of us might spend some time doing, and that is to be thinking about what is that bigger goal, that second tree, way up ahead of us, that could feed us with the inspiration, that could provide us with the passion necessary to drive us towards action. And we all know that thoughts create feelings, feelings create actions, and actions create results. So it's not just about choosing a certain number of activities and then hoping to get the results, because there's no passion involved in those activities. There needs to be meaning. There needs to be some thought that we plant in our minds that create feelings, and those feelings would be the emotions that are necessary to drive our actions and then ultimately our results. So an example that's maybe comes to mind is we want to buy a new car. Well, you're not going to just go and buy a new car. What are the emotions, what are the feelings that would drive us to buying a new car? And obviously this sort of thing is going to be different for everyone. But, if I was going to be buying a new car, it might be the pride that I drive the car with and the recognition that I receive from people. Let's say I'm going to buy a new Mercedes 300 CLK or 350 CLK, whatever it is, something completely ostentatious, and not something that I do anyway. But what might be the emotion that would drive me to do that? Well, it might be the recognition, it might be the acknowledgement, and based on that, I might then pursue the activities necessary to deliver on those kind of results. So I just thought I'd put this quick video together to challenge everyone looking at this video in your own time to recognize for yourselves what are maybe one or two huge initiatives that you feel really passionate about, that from that passion, from the emotion that those things might generate, you would have sufficient fuel to propel you into acting on some of those initiatives and ultimately to derive the benefit from some of those results. So friends, just some thoughts I'd put down in my video. I hope you find it interesting, and look forward to catching up with you at some stage. All the best. Bye now.